A One Punch Man live action film was just announced, and it's got people turning heads. Scott Rosenberg and Jeff Pinker are set to write a live action film adaptation for One Punch Man. Insiders say Sony is very high on the property given its popularity and the possibility of adding another franchise to the pipeline. Rosenberg and Pinker have become favorites due to their success of Venom, which led to a sequel. So it's clear Sony wants this movie to be a proper box office hit by giving it the proper funding. But this is also a perfect segue into the next thing. Worries have arisen that this movie is going to be terrible, considering the track record of past anime live action movies, or just live action movies in general, such as Avatar: The Last Airbender or Dragon Ball Evolution. But we don't talk about those. Instead, what we are going to talk about is how this could turn out. And we're going to look at the last decade of live action anime movies that have come out. And two that I can think of immediately are Speed Racer and Alita. Speed Racer is a different case though. It wasn't popular among critics when it first came out in 2008, but over a decade later it's got such a huge cult following, so I think it's very easy to throw this in. And then the other one is Alita. It was popular upon release, so no ands, ifs, or buts about it. And another worry that people do have is for Sony's track records for movies. They aren't the best at including source material one for one, because they like to throw in their own source material. But with One Punch Man, that source material is going to be written and laid out in front of them. Hopefully, they follow this. And again, another worry that people do have that I have seen, and I have talked to some people that have said this, is the censoring of certain characters. Whether it be due to the clothing that they wear, or the clothing that they don't end up wearing for one specific character, and the other one being how gruesome some of the deaths may end up being. But that's beside the point. The entire point of this video is to talk about character casting, and I've got quite the list. So, I went and chose the characters that I think are likely to appear in this movie, and I went and looked at celebrities and chose them based off of purely looks. This is going to be the quickfire round part of the video. So, starting us off, we have Saitama, and I chose Jason Statham. Then next we have Genos, who I couldn't decide on one, and that's going to be the same for a lot of characters, but I chose Leonardo DiCaprio or Tom Holland. And then we have rank 1 C-class hero Moomin Rider. I chose Shia LaBeouf or Joseph Gordon-Levitt. The next one being rank 1 A-class hero Sweet Mask. And with this one, I couldn't decide between James or Dave Franco, so I just threw in both the Franco brothers for the time being. The next one, rank 16 S-class hero Metal Bat, Ryan Reynolds. Because I mean, come on, that looks like it just fits. And the next one we have Master of Ninjutsu Speed O-Sound Sonic, Keanu Reeves. I really like this one a lot. I'm just a huge fan of Keanu Reeves. No bias whatsoever. Next up is rank 17 S-class hero Pooty Pooty Prisoner. Now do excuse my mispronunciation of this because it's very hard, at least for me, to try and pronounce that. So anyway, it stumped me. I couldn't think of anybody to play this, so I would just assume they would CGI him like Avengers did with Hulk, especially in Avengers Endgame. That's just my guess. Rank 11 S-class hero Super Alloy Darkshine, Dwayne Johnson. Because, I mean, again, this is just a perfect fit. Rank 12 S-class hero Watchdog Man, who could literally be anyone. Like, there is no preference for an actor because the way the guy is designed in the anime. At least I couldn't find anyone that seemed a perfect fit, so I just went with literally anyone. The next one up is rank 14 S-class hero Tank Top Master, and I chose Henry Cavill. It looks like it fits. Then the last one before we get into the top 10 S-class heroes, rank 13 S-class hero Flashy Flash, and I chose Chris Hemsworth. Starting us off at number 10 is Pig God, and like before, I was stumped. And my only guess, again, is CGI like they did Thanos, as long as they stick to the source material. Number 9 is Drive Knight, who is CGI. There's going to be a lot of CGI in this. Number 8, Zombie Man, Mark Wahlberg. And number 7, King and Jake Gyllenhaal. This one absolutely just looks like it fits. It, at least to me. Number 6 is Metal Knight CGI. Again, a lot of CGI. And number 5 is Child Emperor. I couldn't find a suitable actor. I got nothing. So I was stumped. Number 4 is Atomic Samurai, and I chose Hiroyuki Sanada. Number 3, Silver Bang, Jeff Bridges. This one's got to be one of my absolute favorite ones, apart from Keanu Reeves and Jason Statham as Saitama and Keanu Reeves as Speedo Sound Sonic. And here's where it gets interesting. Number 2, Tatsumaki, and I chose the Olsen twins. But before I get into that, for Fubuki, who is the sister of Tatsumaki, I chose Elizabeth Olsen. So, my reasoning behind choosing the Olsen twins for Tatsumaki is because Mary-Kate and Ashley are relatively short to their sister Elizabeth Olsen. So, by that logic, we can easily just throw them in as Tatsumaki and Elizabeth Olsen as Fubuki. Finally, at number 1, we have Blast. And well, he's just absent.